What's up, guys? It's your boy Rebel Music here, and today I'm in the studio about to break down one of the remixes a few of you have asked for, my One Piece Afro House remix. I'm going to show you the process of how I created it from inception to the end, right? So stay tuned, and let we go. The first thing I do when creating a remix is I like to sit and listen to the original over and over and over. And it helps me dig inside the emotion of the song to to give it the life that I imagine it in my mind, right? So what I did is after listening a few times, um, I analyzed the chords. I came up with a chord progression, which is this here. I'll play it for you. Hopefully you can hear it. And what I have there is actually two pianos layered, right? I'll open this up a little bit so you can see. Right, my first piano here is a serum patch. I use serum a lot. I don't think I use anything else but serum at this point. Um, First piano has this dark feel, whilst the second piano has a more bright feel to it, has a more brighter tone. And also I have what I have going on in there is I have a filter. So what I do, I like to group my tracks, right? I like to group so I have these piano sounds in a group, and I put all my effects on the group channel itself. So what I do have here, I have a high cut frequency filter going on with my EQ. You'll see it here. See, it starts here, and then it opens up. See how it opens? And what that does as well is it creates emotion, right? Creates emotion and color and texture. What I also have here as well, when I start, I have the kick. And was a sample one shot I probably got from Splice. Yeah, I believe I got it from Splice. And I just put it in the Logic sampler and just played it on the keyboard. I have a conga loop here. So that plays with the piano. And that's my intro, right? So what this loop did is kind of glued everything together. Even though this sounds nice, it feels like it's missing something, right? So with the conga loop, see, it kind of glues everything together. And to me, it gives it that nice, sexy feel, right? One Piece to me is a sexy song. It's a song for the girls, right? So moving on here, when we get to this second 8 bar, let me see what else we have going on. Right? So, well, as I said in the beginning, I group all my instruments, right? So I have my drums, I have my percussions, right? Bass, lead sounds, effects, and vocals, right? And it's all nice and tiny, that screen get. Right? So let's see, percussion, fills, blah, blah, blah. Let me open up everything here again. Right? So at the end of the 8 bar, I started to bring in my vocals. Right? So these are all the experimental chops here. These are all the experimental chops here that you'll see. That when I first started it, the initial first pass, was just an experiment to see how it would sound. Right? And after much experimenting, I decided to just go simple at the beginning. With the vocals, simple with the vocals. Right? So, in addition to the congas and the kick and piano, I have a lead going on here. Layered as well. And that is playing the root note of the song in a cadence, right? I keep in the rhythm of the song. Dun, 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 dun. Don't judge my singing, please. Right? Then I have some ambience, which is root note again, keeping that tension. I have pads, layered as well. Right? I have a little choir effect going on here. Gives it some nice air candy inside. With some effects, like little atmospheric effects. Sometimes you use like bird chirps, little forest noise, little outside noise. It creates body. And moving on to the end of the 16th bar, where I introduce a few more instruments as well. I have a cowbell. I have a shaker. Then I introduce the bass. And with my bass, I have 3 bass going on at the same time, layered. The reason for layering too is to create this fat sound, especially on your low end. So the first is a very low frequency. Second is a drone bass. That's more mid frequency, or low mid, I should say. Then you have a Reese bass that brings in the grit, adds some little roughness to the bass. And all together, Something nice and wrong with a little grit on top. Alright. Do I have anything else going on in the bottom here? No. Alright, and all together. As some crashes and fills going on, a little build up with it.
I'm playing it cool, yeah. I don't be the mood, yeah. The boy is a fool, he ready to prove, he finding a way.
And you notice I remove the kick when the verse kind of comes in, which to me creates, more dynamics and emotions as well. Just my preference, There's no science and there's no one way to do stuff, right? You just go with your vibe. Right? Then I have the build up.
Watching you put on a show.
I removed the bass and the kick as well. All the lead sounds are removed. Right, as you can see here.
Watching you put on a show. Girl, you whining like you already know. All I want is one piece of wine.
So to me, this is one of the most important parts of the song structure, where it starts to suck you in, right? So it's a build. It's a slow build, but it's a build to an explosion per se, right? Underneath here as well, I brought in some more drums and percussion, some claps. Hats and snare. I also brought in some couple more shakers. I'll play all of them together. Individually. So all three of them is playing something, playing a different pattern. I have a little vocal effect here. Alright. I brought in the lead plucks again, but playing a different melody. Everything leading up to the building anticipation, right? Everything building anticipation. There's a sample I got from Splice that I thought was really cool. You'll hear it. It gives it that, like something from a horror movie, but I thought it was pretty cool. Alright, I also have something else creating more tension. It's a note on a higher pitch, a higher octave. I have the vocal chops. With heavy reverb and delay, it gives it some mood. I have another vocal effect going on here. A riser. Alright, and that's the drop. Right? The drop I kind of brought in everything. I brought back the kick and everything. The only thing I added differently was I have these counter melody plucks going on. So it kind of fills up spaces in the song. Oops. fills up spaces in the song, and then I have some strings going on over here. There's subtle strings. All right. I think I have kickstart on them. So it gives it that kind of pump. That pump effect. And that's basically it. Before the drop actually, right, so that space created even more excitement for the drop to come in. Right? And that's basically it. That's basically it. What I did with the kick here as well, I forgot to mention. Was it this one? Really, it was this one. All right, so you hear the difference between the two kicks, right? The same kick, same exact kick. There's one punching through and one kind of drowning out, right? One filtered. So it's not dominating throughout the track. It's just giving you a little feel. All right? And yeah, that's it. That's what I have. One piece, original by Tano and GBM, large up to Kyle Peters, and remixed by me, Rebel Muzik, Afr House remix. Right, so I'll upload it to my SoundCloud and YouTube as well. So I hope you guys go check it out and comment, like, let me know what you think. Right, I have a bunch more stuff coming out soon, so stay on the lookout. Stay blessed, stay safe.